All right, Gooners, we've got a video by TheQuartering, our favorite right-wing biased content creator who definitely is not MAGA coded or anything, but Quartering uploaded a video in response to the controversy with Donald Trump when he posted on Truth Social the AI video of Barack Obama and Michelle Obama being depicted as gorillas or apes, which is obviously meant to be a racist video. It's so bad that even like Republicans are saying that it's not good, and Trump was like forced to apologize from it. So it's definitely tough stuff. So I guess TheQuartering has a video on it, and I wanted to cover it for the channel.
The faux nuclear meltdown has absolutely backfired. We have Apegate.
Well, not really. I mean, he says it's backfired, but like Trump was forced to apologize for it. So I wouldn't exactly say that it was backfired.
Everybody, you are never allowed to...
Also, wait, what did he call it?
The faux nuclear meltdown has absolutely backfired. We have Apegate.
Wow. Very mature take, I guess.
Everybody, you are never allowed to depict anybody who's not white as any kind of primate because
it's racist to do so. It's been like a lot of people who are trying to communicate racist ideas or racist jokes will say that like, oh, this black person is an ape or whatever. That's a pretty common racist trope.
Because ape reasons. You know, Roseanne Barr lost her whole career for very accurately stating, in my opinion, that somebody looked very ape-like. It has nothing to do with their skin. When I
probably, I don't know. I don't believe that. It's just like, why bother defending this? Like, why even bother touching this with like a 10-meter pole or whatever, like, or 20-foot-meter pole or whatever? Fuck, I don't know. I'm being stupid when it comes to my metrics. The point that I'm trying to make, right, is that, like, why would you even bother defending this? It just seems like even Republicans looked at it and went, yeah, this is pretty bad and this is pretty indefensible, that what Trump did. Like, here's the thing, right? If TheQuartering is the kind of person, we're back during like the I remember when TheQuartering made videos on BLM. We're back in the day, right? If somebody said Black Lives Matter, TheQuartering looked at that and went, oh, you're saying that white people deserve to die. A lot of right-wingers looked at it that way, which is not true. That's not what the message of BLM says, right? Anyway, you fundamentally understand what a dog whistle is. So I don't think it's unreasonable to say, like, I mean, I wouldn't even call this a dog whistle. I would say that, like, what Trump did was explicitly a form of racism. Like, I feel like it's a little bit tough to defend that.
Think of primates, I don't think of any particular skin color. I think of...
Yeah, but it's a common racist trope is the point.
Monkeys. But the internet has tried to turn this latest Trump meme into some sort of big deal, big thing to melt down about.
It was a pretty big deal. Like, I feel like it's not really... I feel like when you have a president who's pushing 80... that's not only, quite frankly, like, your most charitable interpretation is that, like, Trump was, like, immature. But I don't even know if you could be charitable to Trump in this case, because, like, it was obviously meant to be, like, a form of Trump being racist. And listen, when the video came out, I wasn't particularly surprised at it. Because, like, we've known that Trump was racist. He ran his presidency off of Obama not being from America. He also, like, has tried to say that illegal immigrants are, like, the worst kind of people, that illegal immigrants are rapists and criminals. And he's, like, said, like, some really... like, he's labeled illegal immigrants as, like, the worst of the worst kind of people. So if you're going to say that... like, I think Obama had a pretty fair interpretation of illegal immigrants. I think Obama's take was, hey, you know, I sympathize with why people want to come to America illegally because they try to start a new life, and a lot of these other countries are not as good as America is, or are not as fortunate as America is. And I think that's fine, but he also says that we do need regulations on illegal immigration. We can't just let people come to the country illegally. I think that's a fair assessment. The problem is that Trump doesn't really, like, he thinks that illegal immigrants are here to fuck up our life, basically, which is just not true.
And it's just not working. This is 2026, and when you call people, when you're like, oh, you're racist, people don't care.
What the fuck was that impression? Who are you trying to, like, impress there?
Anymore.
Was he trying to do, like, a botched Greek accent there or something? What the fuck's happening?
That's what I'm absolutely loving about the modern era. Like, this stuff just has no power anymore. So TMZ, oh, by the way, this video, it's Friday. I haven't mentioned coffee all week, so I hope you guys appreciate that. My coffee company, we roast our own stuff. It's the only place you can get our blends.
Wasn't there, like, a whole controversy with TheQuartering's, like, coffee company? I don't know all the details, but I heard that, like, TheQuartering's, like... I think, like, this was just, like, a coffee brand that, like, TheQuartering claimed to have done from the ground up, but really he just worked with, like, another company to make it. It's kind of similar to, like, what Pokimane did with, like, her Mina cookies or whatever. It's similar to that. I don't know all the details of this controversy, but, like, I'm pretty sure that, like, there was, like, something off about TheQuartering's, like, coffee brand that he was working with.
We're available on Amazon, free shipping, which makes us better than almost all of our competition in terms of fulfillment. We have, you know, big Valentine's Day offer going on right now. We're fully stocked up. Our gingerbread, our hot butter rum, our vanilla sugar cookie, our Colombian roast 003, our dark roast. If you're into coffee, we have everything available in K-Cup, whole bean, and ground. I'm going to leave a link in the description.
Guys, let me fucking plug my shitty coffee brand in a video of me defending blatantly racist shit from Donald Trump. That sounds like a fucking fantastic idea.
I would absolutely love if you gave it a try. And if you're already a Coffee Brand Coffee customer, make sure you sign up for subscribe and save. Not only will you save another 5%, but it helps us keep things in stock and keep the coffee flowing to all of you. We have 5-pound bags now in stock, available for discounted heavy drinkers that love our heavy coffee drinkers that love our stuff. Please support the channel and get some of the best coffee you've ever had. And if you don't agree, then I will give you 100% of your money back. President Trump shared the racist video of Michelle and a Barack Obama.
I don't know why he keeps, like, doing this voice. Like, what the fuck's happening?
Okay.
Yeah, so, again, I just don't buy for a second. I feel like TheQuartering is just, like, playing really stupid here on purpose. Like, I feel like he knows that Donald Trump was trying to be racist and, like, was intentionally doing it with the intention of being racist. Like, I just don't know why, especially when Donald Trump himself apologized for it and was forced to apologize. I don't know why TheQuartering is, like, so desperate to be such, like, a MAGA bootlicker and, like, go to bat for Donald Trump. Like, I guarantee you, if somebody made, like, I don't fucking know, if someone put Donald Trump in, like, a jar of mayonnaise or something, like, TheQuartering would be like, oh my god, that's an act of racism, they're giving a racist dog whistle. Like, that's the kind of person that TheQuartering would be.
Apparently, we're no longer allowed to depict anybody as animals. I mean,
well, I don't see why you couldn't have just made Barack Obama or Michelle Obama other animals that aren't apes. Because, again, that's a common racist trope. And, like, Trump knows that he can appeal to, like, very racist, low IQ people. I feel like the only people that are defending this are just, like, really low IQ people. Like, I mean, again, we know that racist people are not very smart. They're not very educated on anything. And when TheQuartering tries to run defense for something that is racist that even, like, Republicans went like, oh, yeah, this is pretty bad, we can't defend this. Like, it kind of just, like, this video just screams desperation.
They're not melting down about whoever this other woman is. This black woman is a rhinoceros, or AOC is a donkey, or...
I'm pretty sure, like, calling, like, somebody a donkey means that they're stupid, right? Like, an ass is a donkey, or, like, somebody... Like, I'm pretty sure that's what it means, no? Like, if someone... Like, if Trump called AOC stupid, that's a little different than depicting black people as apes. I mean, like, I don't know what else to tell you.
You know, any of these other people. You know, what is the actual video? It's just a meme. He just posted a meme, and
It's just a meme. No one has ever like made jokes to communicate how they feel. As I cross my eyes at fucking Sam Hyde.
Media is really trying to get people upset about it.
Well, I don't think it's the media trying to spark outrage. I mean, the media is going to do what they're going to do with it, and they're going to report on it. But, like, I feel like even without the context of the media, people still have a right to be outraged by it because of how fucking, like, really disgusting and blatantly racist it is.
Warning.
But I mean, we've reached a point now where, like, again, we've reached a point now where the quartering is going to just be pro-Trump on literally every, like, I don't think that this is going to be a particularly accurate, like, fair assessment of Trump's wrongdoing because, like, the quartering is just pro-Trump. He, like, bootlicks Trump on literally everything. The quartering is probably the type of person that would defend Trump raping kids on Epstein Island, just to be clear. Like, that's how much he's willing to, like, go far and bootlick. Especially, like, considering, like, that, again, like, he's also probably gonna say that, like, oh my god, they're talking about, like, gay or trans people, and, like, it's too woke, and, like, they're gonna bring this ideology to our kids and manipulate kids and stuff. Like, that's the kind of person that the quartering is. Like, he's not exactly a very unbiased person covering this kind of shit.
The following video may contain sensitive content. I can't play the audio, but it's the Lion King, right? So they have Trump posted a video to his followers on social media depicting the Obamas as apes. But it was lots of people. It wasn't
so funny that, like, I just don't care. Like, oh my god, the first post that, like, fucking the quartering pulls up on Truth Social was Donald Trump saying that he's had a good relationship with Vladimir Putin of Russia, even though Putin is fucking using Trump as a little puppet because he wants Trump to attack Greenland so the relations of NATO are shattered so Russia can fulfill their agenda. That's really what, like, Russia truly wants. Like, he's not actually good friends with Vladimir Putin, but Trump is too fucking stupid to understand he's being used. That's, like, the first post that he pulls up, but I guess the quartering is not going to say anything about that because it's just everything that's pro-Trump. It's, like, pro-Trump, pro-Trump, pro-Trump. That's, like, going to be his entire take, is just, like, bootlicking for Trump.
And just the Obamas. It was just a meme. Let me find this meme because, where is this? Did he delete it? No. Trump, no. I bet you he didn't. He just posts so much and I can't find it.
He probably did delete it because he was forced to delete it.
Are all sorts. Actually, I have the video here. Again, President Trump shares racist video of Michelle and Barack.
I don't know why he keeps doing this, like, weird impression. Like, why the fuck do you, like, who are you trying to imitate?
Obama as apes. Sensitive content.
So when the vote stopped counting, and this has been...
So he's talking about, you know, the potential fraud issues.
Yes, the one that's in Minnesota, which is being heavily exaggerated to distract from Epstein. Yes, I know exactly which one you're talking about, quartering.
In other countries as well. Mm-hmm. President Trump was significantly ahead. When reporting and counting resumed, there was a massive spike occurred.
Where's the sensitive content?
That favored Joe Biden.
And then they cut to that.
Yeah, obviously pretty racist. And a majority of the public is like, oh, wow, this is pretty bad. Like, that's pretty racist. Even Donald Trump himself was forced to take down his post and apologize for it, and the quartering is still weirdly, like, running defense for it, which, I don't know. I feel like that kind of communicates to me that, like, the quartering probably is just, like, a guy who's on Twitter 24/7 and is convinced that all the bots on Twitter that are, like, weird conservative accounts are probably, like, legitimate to some capacity. That's kind of what that, like, tells me more than anything.
Boy, and then they cut to that. They purposely cut this down.
It seems like the quartering is just so convinced that the right-wing bots on Twitter, they're all real people. They're very real.
The full video depicts lots of people. Again, Trump uploaded this shocking clip on his Truth Social platform Thursday night. It began with a voice speaking about election stuff. The video then cuts to a brief scene showing Barack and Michelle Obama's heads superimposed on apes in the jungle. But again, not just them. right?
I don't think the full context makes it any better. Like, what does the full context really add? Oh, other people, other politicians were in it as well. Okay, how does that completely mitigate the blatant racism communicated by Donald Trump? Like, Donald Trump has always been racist to the Obamas, especially, like, even during the 2016 election. Like, he tried to run off Donald Trump not being a citizen of America or something like that, or not being from America. And now he's doing this now that he's in his like second term. Like, he's always like been racist, and he's getting more comfortable being masked off. I could, like, honestly, I could really see like this thing done by Trump as like a tester. Like, maybe he's trying to test to see how truly racist like some of his like diehard supporters really are. And so I could legitimately see that being like a real reason, but it seemed to have fucked him over even more because, yeah. And maybe you know what I think? Another thing, and this could be like a bit of a conspiracy theory thing. The midterm elections are going to be coming up eventually, and I think that the quartering is really, really going to be like, I think that he's really worried that like he's gonna fucking lose, and that more people are gonna realize how much of a dog shit president that Trump is. And so I think he's like really, really terrified of losing that entirely, and so he's just gonna run whatever defense he can of Trump. So
Caroline Levitt addressed the clip in a statement at TMZ. This is from an internet meme depicting President Trump as the king of the jungle, and Democrats are as characters in The Lion King. Please stop with the fake outrage and report on something today that actually matters to the American public.
it's interesting. It's a video of The Lion King. If it really was a video of The Lion King, to my knowledge, there aren't any monkey characters in The Lion King. I saw The Lion King a couple years ago. I can't remember any characters that are depicted as monkeys. Yeah, your best bet is like this character. I do remember this character now that I'm like actually looking at like the wiki here. Rafiki is his name? It's a mandrill, which is not quite a monkey. If somebody says a mandrill is a monkey, that is equivalent to me saying that a tiger is a cat. Technically, they're both part of the same family, whereas mandrills are primates, just like monkeys are, and tigers are felines like cats are, but they're not the same animal. So, as far as I know, there aren't any like gorillas or apes explicitly in The Lion King. Also, there's no donkeys either with the whole like AOC thing. So if it really was trying to depict characters from The Lion King, why pick the specific animals that you picked? It really makes you wonder.
I don't know, like Trump's boss, Trump RX, which is making prescription drugs.
Trump RX is absolute fucking shit. Like, you can't even like be on Medicaid or any other Medicare while being on Trump RX. Like, there are certain plans about Trump RX that are fine. I mean, they promise like cheaper healthcare, which sounds good, but then they were like raising the prices of it anyways, like way later. So Trump RX is like absolute fucking shit. And like, I feel like there are certain things that are okay about it, but you could get so many like better healthcare plans in America. I feel like the reason why the quartering is saying this is because it's just pro-Trump. That's the only reason he thinks it's good. I feel like if Trump didn't have his label attached to it, the quartering will be like, oh, yeah, no, this is totally not that great. I could get like other better healthcare plans anyways. You're only saying this because it has the name Trump attached to it, and you're a fucking massive Trump MAGA bootlicker, and that's the same reason why you're defending Trump on this racist video when people aren't defending it. And I'm curious to know what the quartering's take is on the Epstein files. He's probably going to be like one of those weird conservatives that was like, well, Biden didn't release the Epstein files either. That means that Trump is exonerated. That means he's totally good. Trump ran his presidency off releasing the files, and he refuses to do it. Like, actively refuses. So, we could have had access to pretty much all the Epstein files by now if Trump didn't, like, fucking pay the FBI or the Department of Justice in overtime trying to redact all the fucking files.
Like, incredibly cheap. Again, here is President Trump as the Lion King, and it's all sorts of Lion King characters.
A donkey and monkeys are not in the Lion King, so I'm gonna give you a massive doubt for that one, quartering.
Right? Like, here's the, meme them till they cry, then make memes about them crying.
Does anyone actually take the quartering seriously? Because I feel like the only people that really resonate with the quartering are just like pure MAGA brainwashed freaks. And I feel like generally speaking, MAGA is like very like low IQ. And like they are like the most charitable interpretation you can give to MAGA is that they're ignorant and that they are not aware that they're in a cult. That's really like the best interpretation you can give to MAGA. The worst interpretation is that they're all fucking stupid, which I'm a little more partial to. And like the quartering is just like absolutely just like running anything that's going to defend Trump. Like I feel like Trump could get caught in 4K actually sleeping with like a 13-year-old in the Epstein files, and the quartering will still find some way to run defense for it and be like, oh, well, this video is like AI or something, or, oh, maybe 13-year-olds are not that bad because according to the Bible, there's no age of consent and all this shit. Like, it's going to be some defense for Trump in some way. And the goalpost is just going to keep shifting to make Trump seem like this good guy.
It's just the, you know, oh my God, it's so bad. It's so bad. Trump posts racist video of Obama's.
It was pretty racist. It's a common racist trope to depict black people as apes. So, again, you're having a really hard time defending this quartering.
Everybody is in that video. Okay.
That doesn't really make it any better, but okay.
Then Donald Trump has posted a video on True Social depicting Barack Obama and Michelle as apes. No, again, the video is...
What do you mean, no? That's exactly what happened. They are depicted as apes. You're, like, literally... This is what I'm talking about. The instinct that he got right there. Like, just listen to that again. Like, listen. He, like quartering has, like, this instinct to just defend Trump. Be like, no, no, no. Like, any criticism at Trump, he's gonna be like, no. Like, listen to that.
Then Donald Trump has posted a video on True Social depicting Barack Obama and Michelle as apes. No, again, the video is about...
No, again. That's what I'm talking about. Instinctually, he has to fucking defend Donald Trump on pretty much everything.
Potential election issues.
I mean, I don't think that this is a particularly intelligent video. You're just being a MAGA bootlicker.
AI video shows the faces of the former president and first lady imposed on the bodies of apes, followed by the token song "The Lion Sleeps Tonight." The clip belongs to a pro-Trump account on X, but was reposted by President Trump on the True Social platform. Disgusting behavior by the president, wrote that loser Gavin Newsom. Every single Republican must denounce this now. Well, I don't know if I know.
I mean, I don't know. Like, Gavin Newsom is like... I don't think he would be my primary Democratic pick, though it's looking more and more like Gavin Newsom is probably going to be the one that runs in the Democratic race, which, just because I wouldn't pick Gavin Newsom as my number one pick doesn't necessarily mean that I think he'll do terribly in the election. He could do well, and honestly, he could be our next president for all we know. I certainly think he would be a lot better than Trump. I personally would prefer James Tallarico. I think James Tallarico is, like, one of the very few politicians that's, like, actually real. And, like, generally enjoys the, like, I like a lot of the policies. I like that, like, where he comes from. Like, he was, like, a middle school teacher. And he, you know, got into politics. His backstory is very good. I also really liked listening to his Joe Rogan conversation. It was one of the very few episodes where Joe Rogan doesn't, like, fucking try to, like, bootlick. It's very weird. Joe Rogan, like, called out the ICE being terrorists, and then when he had fucking Andrew Wilson on his podcast, he just, like, completely decided that, like, we're just going to try to assign as much blame to Alex Preddy and Renee Good for getting murdered by ICE as much as possible. We're going to try to victim blame them as much as possible, which is very weird. It's almost like Joe Rogan did, like, a complete 180 on his take, and he's just not very consistent with anything. But yeah, circling back to Gavin Newsom for just a moment, I think he's fine, but he's not... I personally wouldn't pick him as, like, our number one strongest, or I wouldn't pick him as our number one Democratic candidate. I don't want to say strongest, because he could be a strong candidate, but still.
So I call myself a Republican, but I'm not...
Wait, what was that? I have to replay that.
Loser Gavin Newsom. Every single Republican must denounce this now. Well, I don't know if I necessarily call myself a Republican, but...
Yes, you are. You're MAGA. You're absolutely MAGA. Anything that Trump does, you're willing to defend. Like, you are not just a normal conservative. You are MAGA. You are, like, even normal conservatives denounced what Trump was doing about the, like, reposting the racist video. They realized that it's pretty bad. And, like, Trump was forced to apologize for it. If you're still willing to run defense for Trump about everything, you are MAGA. It is that simple.
I'm not going to denounce it. And if you don't denounce it, make sure to leave a like on the video. Right? It's unclear if Trump was even aware of the Obama imagery.
I'm pretty sure Trump was aware of it. Obama was aware of it. It went pretty viral. I would imagine Obama would be aware of something like this.
Soon after he posted the video detailing the history of black conservative movement in the GOP, Trump's long...
Wow, it's almost like there's a ton of pick-me's on the conservative side that, like, don't see black people as human, like Candace Owens or that weird person that Brad Palumbo interviewed. I forget his name. Was it, like, Isaiah? I don't remember his name.
Standing feud. Well, apparently my dogs don't like apes. Trump's
got him.
long-standing feud with Obama's...
I mean, it's very interesting that the quartering... Like... Here's the thing, like, earlier in this video, the quartering is pretending and, like, playing dumb to be like, oh, this was not a dog whistle from Trump, even though it's, like, one of the weakest dog whistles ever. It's so weak that I personally don't even consider it a dog whistle. I think it's Trump explicitly making a racist message to Michelle Obama and Barack Obama. And for the quartering... He's, like, pretending that dog whistles don't exist, and then he just gave a dog whistle there, being like, my dogs don't like apes. Like, we know you wanted to say my dog doesn't like black people there. That's what we know you wanted to say. You wanted to say that, but you're not going to say that because deep down I think you know that this is pretty indefensible, but you're trying to find every possible route and avenue to defend this, even though a lot of Republicans denounce this behavior.
This goes all the way back. I mean, the feud is all fake anyway.
Yes, because it's totally fake. You don't believe your eyes.
White House doubled down on this Trump swat, which is exactly how you have to do it. This is why, you have to just keep laughing at them. And when you have to, we've learned that you don't take stuff down. You do not denounce, again, anti-Trump Republicans on X condemn the president's latest insult. Trump just posted a video on True Social that includes a racist image of Barack and Michelle Obama as monkeys. There's no bottom, wrote Republicans against Trump. You're not a Republican if you're against Trump.
Ah, there it is. The purity testing of the right. There it is. People pretend that purity testing is exclusively a leftist issue. But what the quartering did right there, you're not a real Republican if you don't support Trump. There it is. The purity testing on the right, and he's continuing it. This is how, like, right here, like, right this moment, this is how you know that the quartering is, like, in a MAGA echo chamber. And is, like, trying to attract, like, the lowest of the low IQ people into his audience. Like, I don't think you're really resonating with normal people that look at this and went, oh, yeah, this is pretty bad.
You're just a loser. This is overt racism. Full stop. There's...
yeah, it's pretty bad.
No misinterpretation. No excuse. I mean, are you kidding me?
No, we're not kidding you.
Are you kidding me with this? And by the way,
I just, like, I want to see, I'm so curious to see the quartering's reaction to Donald Trump being put in, like, a jar of mayonnaise. I'd be very curious. He'd be so mad. Or if somebody said Black Lives Matter, like, would the quartering go, oh my God, white people don't matter? Oh my God, you're trying to, like, kill all white people. Because that's the kind of person the quartering is he would get upset if someone says Black Lives Matter. The message he would interpret from that is white people deserve to die, which is not what the message means at all. But that's the message that you would extrapolate from that.
Just as a white pill, we're going to go over a little bit of the, a little bit of the back and forth here. I think Trump actually took it down, which is pretty sad. Intent is everything. He obviously was not intending to say that black people are apes. That's what mainstream media is trying to.
That's a common racist trope. Like, how is he missing the point? Black people have been, like, depicted as apes in a racist dog whistle for a while now. People have constantly made that a racist trope for years. And Trump knows this deep down, and he still posted it because Trump is a fucking racist guy. He thinks that illegal immigrants, because they're not white, are destructive people and the worst of the worst rapists. And yet you sit here and you pretend like that context is just, like, non-existent. Like, again, TheQuartering is, like, really, really trying his hardest to defend Trump, even though Trump was forced to apologize and Republicans denounced it. And he's just playing dumb. He's stupidity trolling here. And he's just, like, trying to pretend like all this other context doesn't matter. Like, you're complaining that people are removing that context. What about the context of black people being depicted as apes in history? You pretend like that's not even, like, an important part of this whatsoever. What about that?
Mainstream media is trying to be like, well, oh my gosh, heavens to Murgatroyd.
I think even without the mainstream media, people are still pretty pissed off about it.
Heavens to Murgatroyd. He's saying blacks are apes. That's not what he's saying. And of course,
yes, it is.
This tweet is getting ratioed into oblivion. Let's look at some of the replies.
Yes, because Twitter, which is inherently a right-leaning platform with tons of Republican bots on it, and having your feed artificially inflated with right-wing garbage, and is meant to radicalize a lot of people into being Republicans. Yeah, that's definitely not, definitely not a biased fucking ratio here.
This is 2026. This ish doesn't work anymore. 1.1 thousand likes. Oh, that's me.
Wow! Who would have thought that TheQuartering would be at the top of your own fucking Twitter feed? Who would have thought?
Luke Radowski, stop lying. And can you explain what your founder had going on with Jeffrey? Salty cracker.
Oh, he glosses over that. Oh my god. Like, he says, can you explain what your founder had going on with fucking, like, Jeffrey Epstein? He quickly glosses over it because he doesn't want to talk about Trump being on the Epstein list. That's funny.
This is sensitive content. Sensitive content, LOL. People posting pictures.
But God forbid a drag reads to their kids, right? That's where quartering draws the line, I guess.
Pictures of Harvey Levin with Bill Clinton and Jeffrey. Here's the full video. Okay, so here's the full video. I can't play the audio because it'll get claimed, but you see Barack and Michelle. Okay. Well, okay, fine. But here's Hillary Clinton as a warthog, and another black guy. Is this Hakeem Jeffries as a lemur? I'm not totally sure, but again, are they mad about this one? No.
Because Trump obviously wanted to communicate racism to Obama. Again, I don't really think that this full context changes anything about the message that Trump had.
Here's AOC as a donkey. How come they're not mad about that? How come they're not mad that they made Pritzker an elephant?
Because Trump still tried to communicate a racist message, and that was the overall point. The context doesn't change anything.
How come they're not mad about that? It's like
I feel like TheQuartering is, like, really pretending like that this whole depicting all these other politicians somehow mitigates the black people being depicted as apes as, like, a form of racism. Like, I feel like TheQuartering is just pretending that all of this context mitigates everything because Trump hates everyone equally. No, he still communicated that the Obamas were apes and that they are less than, essentially, because that's the whole idea of depicting black people as apes. It's an inherently racist thing. And deep down, most people know that. I feel like TheQuartering is just playing dumb on purpose to, like, desperately defend Donald Trump here.
They purposely edited it down to make sure it seemed like the only thing he posted.
Wow. Thank you so much for this, like, nuanced discussion, TheQuartering. I really appreciate you trying to give more nuance to this entire controversy because all this context really, really matters a lot.
Sorry, it's a meerkat. My apologies. They purposely edited it down to make it seem like the only thing he posted.
Does TheQuartering follow Alex Jones on Twitter? That doesn't really surprise me that much, considering that TheQuartering just fucking... I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if the Quartering was a bit of a conspiracy theorist for the right.
Was that the Obamas were monkeys. That's not what he posted. It's not even close to what he posted. Like, media stop lying challenge, difficulty literally impossible. Like, there is no scenario where these losers can't like lie. And they're getting ruthlessly destroyed. It's, trending on X right now, #1. Let's see what most people are saying. Watch the quote racist clip. Everyone's melting down.
I still do not understand why he keeps doing that voice.
It's from an AI Lion King parody video that auto-scrolled on Trump.
So you could do it of actual characters from The Lion King and not have it from... Because there's no donkey character in The Lion King, and there's no gorilla or ape character in The Lion King apart from, like, a different primate. And even if he used those primates, the message would still be that it's racist. But again, it's just more like evidence that like Trump wasn't trying to do it of The Lion King. He was obviously trying to communicate a racist message to the Obamas.
Everyone's an animal. Trump is the Lion King of the jungle. Dems are various animals. Obama's included. No targeted race issues, just classic fake outrage. Dean Withers jumping on X to claim that Trump posted this racist photo. I mean, look at this.
Oh, Dean. Do you consider yourself...
What the fuck?
There's jumping on X to claim that Trump posted this racist photo. I mean, look at this.
Oh, Dean.
Oh my god, bro, she let out a fucking huge bomb there. If you guys heard the audio, like there was like you could hear like the vibration there. Jesus Christ. She's about to cause like a whole fucking earthquake in California, though I don't know if she lives in Cali. I'm pretty sure there are some counties in California that are a little more conservative leaning.
Consider yourself like a journalist or a reporter or...
Oh my god, she's letting out big bombs.
What exactly?
Bro, she's secretly a Mexican food lover. She secretly loves all the other cultures. She's like trying to pose as a conservative, but she loves all the other cultures deep down. She do be... Maybe she's like a closeted lefty. I don't know. Because the farting gives it away from all that Mexican food, surely.
Whatever it is, you're not doing a very good job.
I mean, again, the whole thing is fake outrage. And the American people, it's just...
Yes, that's exactly what it is, Quartering. You're so spot on with this, like, blind defense of Donald Trump. Thank you, Quartering. I appreciate it.
Backfiring. It's like, this is what you're...
Trump had to apologize for it, and Republicans denounced it. I still fail to understand how this backfired, huh?
Worried about? You're worried about that. Oh, 25th Amendment.
Again, this is how you know that the Quartering is in like a right-wing cum-guzzling echo chamber here. This is how you know.
Now, like all this stuff, it is just weird. They want to 25th him for this? Give me an absolute break. Find something else to be mad about, losers. And, tell your Republican friends not to skip out on midterms and make sure they vote. Vote early. And bring people with you. The midterms are important, so that.
Yeah, I told you earlier in this video. I said that like he's so scared of the midterms because he realizes that Trump, like most people are realizing, wow, Trump is actually like fucking up our country really badly. And like here, the Quartering is just saying like, hey, vote in the midterms, vote in the midterms. I think that the Quartering is fucking terrified of the midterms. He knows that they are going to be in a disadvantage and that Trump is going to absolutely bomb in the midterms. So. Once the Democrats like get power back, then they're going to start to be able to investigate Trump more and more effectively. And that's really where like things are going to turn around because, it's only like Trump can only keep this up for so long. But the Quartering is very terrified because he wants to keep this like Trump reign down.
We get
like uber fucking MAGA cum guzzler idiot.
2 more years of Trump triggering these losers. I hope you enjoyed this segment. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. Don't forget, the coffee is linked in the description.
It's funny because the Quartering got super mad when people said Black Lives Matter, and he probably is the type of person that would say that, like, oh, you want to, like, kill all white people, and he would be, like, very emotional about it. It's very interesting, the cognitive dissonance, but cool stuff, dude.
We'll talk to you again real soon.
That was horribly unintelligent dog shit.